If you know your history, then you will know where you are coming from. And in whatever you do, seek wisdom. Knowledge is power. Inugo maka the book, Hip Hop and Igbo Culture, authored by Martin Ifeanyichukwu aka EZEANUNNA the First. Metal of There is a great insight in hip hop and Igbo culture. You can get this book or pick it up at a bookshop in St. Teresa's Catholic Church, Omonya,
or pick it up at Joseph's Bookshop, Book to the Nation, 8 Uguta Road, opposite DMGS Onitsha. Call 080-3338-2643 or 080-3791-7242.
Go to www.amazon.com, search for Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by Martin Ifeanyichukwu aka. For further information on how to get this book, please call 080-3916-7049 or you WhatsApp 080-6579-6599.
N'ime ahịa n'ebe niile onye ọbụla na-ekwu maka 2nd May 2025. Kedu ife na-eme na 2nd May 2025? Nwunye m, on Friday bụ 2nd May 2025 ka the chairman, ndị executive ya na ndị niile na-azụ afịa n'ime Relief Market Ogbaru na-akpọkọ ọhaneze maka emume 40 years anniversary celebration. Ahịa Relief Market Ogbaru nke ewubere na 1985 ga-eji oyala lote ndị niile chigolo ọchịchị afịa Relief Market. A ga-enwekwa installation of new patrons wee nyekwazie award maka ndị niile gbagolo mbọ maka ọganiru afịa Relief Market. A ga-enye golden, diamond na silver awards. Special guest of honor bụ Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, the executive governor of Anambra State. Guest of honor Somtochukwu Udeze, Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly. Lote na ọ ga-adị mee na Friday bụ 2nd day of May 2025 na Relief Market. Chief Ndubisi Ochogu, Chairman Relief Market, wetelu gị ozi a. For more information, kpọọ Chief Bokno Agụ na 090-7759-0823.
Where is the money coming from? The money is not coming from ordinary people. The money is coming from unknown sources. Okay? Dirty money can only produce dirty and corrupt politicians and corrupt leaders.
And system.
So the system is a corrupt system. It allows corruption to flourish. We need to change that so that people with ordinary background can become somebody in leadership, can become governor, can become president. Right now, an ordinary person, an ordinary Joe cannot, no way. Yeah, in Rivers State, for instance, the governor, there is no way he can be governor without Wike. Wike rigged him in. He entered through a corrupt process. The process that produced him is corrupt. And now he's claiming innocent. But that is the problem we have. Okay? If we have true democracy, somebody like Wike will not be in a position he is. He's controlling the entire legislation. He has all this people's money pocketed, and he's using the people's money to basically bulldoze his way, do what he wants undemocratically to river people. So it's a shame what is going on. And it's not something people like me should be proud of. But the truth of the matter is, the agreement, you know, the democratic process is corrupt. The system is dirty. What they produce is dirty. You know, Wike wants to stay outside and control River State. Okay? And the governor now that he's the governor, he doesn't want to follow and do everything. He doesn't want to be controlled. That is the problem. Okay? So it's a shame what is going on, really. what we have as House of Assembly everywhere, including in Anambra State, it's a rubber stamp. It's rubber stamp. Okay? And most of these House of Assembly people were put in there. In the case of River State, by the governor, former governor, Mwike. You don't have the money to run for House of Assembly. Somebody has to sponsor you. Okay? And Mwike brought the millions of naira that is needed to sponsor.
N'ime ahịa n'ebe niile onye ọbụla na-ekwu maka 2nd May 2025. Kedu ife na-eme na 2nd May 2025? Nwunye m, on Friday bụ 2nd May 2025 ka the chairman, ndị executive ya na ndị niile na-azụ afịa n'ime Relief Market Ogbaru na-akpọkọ ọhaneze maka emume 40 years anniversary celebration. Ahịa Relief Market Ogbaru nke ewubere na 1985 ga-eji oyala lote ndị niile chigolo ọchịchị afịa Relief Market. A ga-enwekwa installation of new patrons wee nyekwazie award maka ndị niile gbagolo mbọ maka ọganiru afịa Relief Market. A ga-enye golden, diamond na silver awards. Special guest of honor bụ Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, the executive governor of Anambra State. Guest of honor Somtochukwu Udeze, Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly. Lote na ọ ga-adị mee na Friday bụ 2nd day of May 2025 na Relief Market. Chief Ndubisi Ochogo, Chairman Relief Market, wetelu gị ozi a. For more information, kpọọ Chief Bokno Agụ na 09077590823.
If you know your history, then you will know where you are coming from, and in whatever you do, seek wisdom. Knowledge is power. Inugo maka the book Hip Hop and Igbo Culture, authored by Martin Ifeanyichukwu aka EZEANUNNA the First. Metal of there is a great insight in hip hop and Igbo culture. You can get this book or pick it up at a bookshop in St. Teresa's Catholic Church, Omonya, or
Pick it up at Josin Bookshop, Book to the Nation, 8 Uguta Road, opposite DMGS on the shop. Call 08033382643 or 08037917242.
go to www.amazon.com, search for Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by Martin Ifeanyichukwu aka. For further information on how to get this book, please call 08039167049 or you WhatsApp 08065796599.
Kedu ndị bụ Nigerian Jews? Ọ bụ ndị be anyị ndị Igbo Chikwu kele.
In America, people who are running for office will be begging. Will be begging ordinary citizens like you to contribute to your dime, to contribute
And
for them
support
to
them.
run.
Okay.
But in our system, one person will bring the billions and sponsor. In the case of River State, we can sponsor all of them and make them all rule, everybody swear to an oath and all of that.
Okay.
So what is going on is a shame.
Okay.
They have no opinion of their own. You know, it's still a guided system. And we have not done it. So clean money, we have to put powerful legislation at the national level.
Some school of thought are, trying to relate this to when the Obasanjo regime denied Tinubu as the governor of Lagos State some allocations that is supposed to come to him during his first tenure. So, do you look at it from that angle?
No, but what I can tell you is Obasanjo was part of the problem that this democracy, the fourth republic, have.
Okay.
Remember, Obasanjo came into office, or his election was conducted without a constitution. The constitution that was done, was done to basically do what Obasanjo wants to do. And at the end of the day, there is nothing. It's still a military constitution. And that constitution does not allow democracy to really flourish and become. So, what Obasanjo was doing, Obasanjo was breaking the constitution left, right, and center when he was president. And other presidents that followed suit have been doing the same thing. It's a military mentality that has not left our democratic experience. Okay. So I don't know. When I see Obasanjo jumping left and right in Nigeria now, speaking as though it's an elder statesman, I laugh. Because in 1998, Obasanjo told us, Koro in New York, that he does not believe in democracy. That what he believes in is, we decide what to do, you use the ballot and confuse the people. So Obasanjo cannot be
a Democrat.
Okay. He has not become a Democrat. Maybe since he left office, he became like a Democrat.
Okay.
But the truth of the matter is, he doesn't know democracy. He has not practiced democracy. He has not experienced democracy. He lack the originality to speak on behalf of democracy. Okay. Obasanjo don't have it. So what Obasanjo did, you cannot use what Obasanjo did to compare. They are all the same thing. Obasanjo was doing things that are unconstitutional, and Tinubu is doing things that are, and it's unfortunate. Those of us who were part of the Nadeco experience. Okay. I'm disappointed that Tinubu has not done much to build the institutions of democracy. He has not done much. He's basically doing what others have done. And it's about time we stop more of the same.
How important is the immortalization of Humphrey Nwosu towards putting together a better electoral body? How important is that?
It's very, very critical. In fact, we shouldn't even be going for any election until we put together an electoral empire that is really an empire. Right now, what we call INEC, there is no independence in that word. Again, everything is deceitful. Independent national, there is no independence there. They are part and parcel of an election. They are participants. They are not an empire. The worst thing that is happening to this democracy is INEC. INEC is out to decide who becomes what in our democratic experience. And because of that, they are opposed to any. And National Assembly is the worst. National Assembly, instead of putting up legislation and pushing back the ever-expanding power of the executive, they are not doing that. Instead, they are playing along, looking for the executive to give them constituency allowance and stuff. So my brother, INEC, this is an opportunity for INEC to be promoted and to encourage people who are out to really become an umpire, to build that institution, because that institution is crying for help. Okay? That institution is supposed to defend their election. In order for the military to allow Obasanjo to make sure they force Obasanjo on Nigeria, okay, they make sure that INEC cannot perform their primary duty of defending their election they conduct. Right now, and since then, INEC cannot defend their election. They expect the loser to defend the election, to prove that the election is
a fraud or something.
So that is what INEC has been doing. So INEC, in fact, INEC needs to be torn down, broken into pieces, and rebuilt from ground zero to be a democratic institution. The money that comes into an election is the number one thing in every democracy. Even if I'm a billionaire, I'm not supposed to put my whole money into an election. Instead, I will open an account, put my money into there to the limit, and there is a limit of my personal money that can go into my own election.
But we have seen situation in American election where somebody like Elon Musk will will empower some people with money to gain their votes in the way.
N'ime ahịa n'ebe niile onye ọbụla na-ekwu maka 2nd May 2025. Kedu ife na-eme na 2nd May 2025? Nwunye m on Friday bụ 2nd May 2025 ka the chairman, ndị executive ya na ndị niile na-azụ afịa n'ime Relief Market Ogbaru na-akpọkọ ọhaneze maka emume 40 years anniversary celebration. Ahịa Relief Market Ogbaru nke ewubere na 1985 ga-eji oyala lote ndị niile chigolo ọchịchị afịa Relief Market. A ga-enwekwa installation of new patrons wee nyekwazie award maka ndị niile gbagolo mbọ maka ọganihu afịa Relief Market. A ga-enye golden, diamond na silver awards. Special guest of honor bụ Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, the executive governor of Anambra State. Guest of honor Somtochukwu Udeze, Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly. Lote na ọ ga-adị mee na Friday bụ 2nd day of May 2025 na Relief Market. Chief Ndubisi Ochogo, Chairman Relief Market, wetelu gị ozi a. For more information, kpọọ Chief Bokno Agụ na
Ibu
If you know your history, then you will know where you are coming from, and in whatever you do, seek wisdom. Knowledge is power. Inugo maka the book Hip Hop and Igbo Culture, authored by Martin Ifeanyichukwu Ekezie Ezeanunna the First. Metal of there is a great insight in hip hop and Igbo culture. You can get this book or pick it up at a bookshop in St. Teresa's Catholic Church, Omonya, or
Pick it up at Josephine Bookshop, Book to the Nation, 8 Uguta Road, opposite DMGS Onitsha. Call 08033382643 or 08037917242.
go to www.amazon.com, search for Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by Martin Ifeanyichukwu Ekezie. For further information on how to get this book, please call 08039167049 or you WhatsApp 08065796599.
Kedu ndị bụ